evening, everybody, and welcome to the stream. That is not Star Miner, but is in fact Foundry, because I wanted to play Foundry, so we're going to play Foundry. That's what we're going to do. Yes, indeed. We're going to see how long we can play Foundry for. I'm already tired, and I have no excuse as to why. Hopefully the coffee will do its job. But we are going to go back into Foundry, and I have actually gone back in time a little bit. We've gone back to basically the start of the previous stream, and the whole stream previously was playing with trains, trying to figure out how they worked. And I've got that, and then I put landload tracks, and I really didn't like what I was doing. Really didn't like it. So I've decided we're going to go back to the start of the stream again and replay it and restart it, see how it goes. See how it goes. Yeah. That is the plan. That is the plan. So yeah. Storm Chaser, hello, good evening. Good evening. Hope you're having a good day today. Right, let's go. Zoom. The problem I have is that I'm aching from work, and I can't say it's been a strenuous day at all. Just it's I guess I wasn't comfortable or something. My neck hurts, my shoulder hurts. I'm tired. I want a game. Body says no. Weak body. I did put in some trains, so we have tracks in here now. We have 1,000 tracks on us as well, so we can deal with tracks and stuff. That's fine. We are making some fracking fluid. It's right here. We're indeed making fracking fluid here. I do not know where this is going to. It is currently draining, so it's going somewhere. So that's quite cool. What I'm going to do is turn this off, disconnecting it. Then when the train can't, the things at the back can sit there. Yeah. Oh, am I be running screen set buffer? Oh dear. I don't know how long I'm going to be on for. I'm hoping to play. Don't have work tomorrow. I can play, but I'm tired already. And I have very much discovered that if I force myself to stay up, it's worse, far worse, and it sucks because I want to play. So I've frozen the sun at I want to say 7:15, 7:45. So our solar panels shouldn't be working anywhere. So that's why we've got these long, wonderful shadows here. So I also reset the graphics so everything's back to default, so it should be. So hopefully that'll be good. What is down there? What is down there? Nothing. You have a hole. Don't know why. So what is it we want to do? What is it we want to do? I want to build a fracking setup. That's what I want to build a fracking setup so that we can have have this. Right, no sneezes. Yeah, so I want to have this making fracking fluids. This wants to be kind of the first thing we do. Okay. So we need fracking fluid, and we need well, I would like to have ignium fuel rods as well, be the first like 2 places we make. But the ignium fuel rods require something else. This requires olumite gas, air and water. So air and water we can source locally. The olumite gas should be at the oil production facility place type of thing. So I think the first mega factory I want to build is going to be on the train network is going to be an oil production facility. And I want to put it on top of a reservoir of some description. So let's turn off all patches. Let's leave veins on for a minute. So we have our Olimite reservoir here, but that's not 500 meters away from the landing location, which is the site of our research. It's just over here. So come on, coffee, please do your thing. I've only had this is my second cup of coffee today. Hopefully it'll work. Yeah, we're only 250 meters away. So where is the next nearest Olimite reservoir? There's one down there. Ironically quite close to this. That's not so bad though. We could come down here and put our oil in here, and then all the oil we pick up will be trained into here, and this will be our refinery place. Let us do that. So I want to go towards the Techum to here, and this is where we're going to build it, here somewhere. And what I'd like to do with trains as well is I'd like to try and put them more on the surface. I don't mind tunneling through mountains, so like these. I don't mind doing that. But I was tunneling through terrain, and it looked weird. So either I'm going to have the choice of using the rails to go up and down, or having the whole rail system underground, which I don't really want to put it underground. I don't want to do that. So where's the ore reservoir? The ore reservoir is this way. So yeah, but not really sure if I want to put the rail system underground or have the rail system go up and down over the top. So yeah. Supercommand, hello, good evening. Yes, use trains. Yes, that's exactly right. Yes. This is at height 87, so this needs some drills on top to drill down, doesn't it? Bing. There it is, right there. So we'd have to do a little bit of flattening here and build our oil plant here. There's water here. That's fine, and air's easy to do. Just heat air up and have it compressed in. That's not a problem at all. I am gonna turn those shadows back down again. So the defaulted stuff. For some reason I have the shadow quality at low. It still exists, it's just not as high quality as it was. Oh, there you go, that's instantly dropped my graphics. There you go. Yep, shadows are the ones using the higher. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I want to have my trains be like that. I want the tracks to be like that. So that goes that way and that goes this way. We are going to have to drive on the left, which is the wrong side, because that's just the way the signals work. So we're going to have to do that because they only... You can't rotate the signals round. Unfortunately, there's no way to... Yeah, no way to rotate them around. You can't put them in the centre. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. So I want to figure out a T-junction. But I want to have all the oil dropped in on one side, processed to the different types, and then trains on the other end picking up. We may need multiple trains for that. So it's going to require a lot of space. We are set. The tech and production is going to move as well. The actual tech and production itself is going to move just across the road to here, and it's going to become smelters because they're blast furnaces, because they change the blast furnaces as well. So we could start here somewhere, anywhere. It doesn't really matter. We could put it up here. Pick a height. This height will do. 134. 134 will do. Okay. So. Let's do. Oh. Clear this whole area out. Probably the actual mining thing would be faster. I have messed this one up. I need to make sure I leave enough space for for expanding it if I need to expand it. I don't know how much oil I'm going to need. Where are we going to? Oh, there's the lake. We can build on top of the lake. Whoa. Right. So if we put a platform here, big, we'll make it. This is where the ore is going to go in here on top of the lake. We can pull the water out of the lake, which we need. We can import the stuff from this reservoir straight in. We want to have the my brain is not firing properly. What is going on here? Processing. So the distillation columns, that's the one. These are obviously output what we need. Okay. So now that the drones don't seem to go as far. You just get the drones mining out the land next to me as I'm going. Let's do that. Let's get the actually turn my ones on as well. Turn my ones on as well. TR, turn both on. Yeah. Get the construction drones to come out and grab some stuff, and then we'll grab some other ones here. So yeah, put a platform here, build this out. I might try and build it around the lake a little bit. Build something on the lake. I don't know. We'll figure the lake out. But the idea would be we would down the oil here, have the oil processing, all the oil come in, get processed, and then the 3 different goods get shipped out. The amount of trains in the network, I don't know how many we're going to need, because I don't know what the throughput of a train is depending on the distance. I have no idea. We'd have to figure that out once we've built it and then go, well, we're going to need this many trains for it. That's why I need multiple trains parking for each train, because obviously I'm going to need, we might have 3 trains going to the same destination, so yes, yeah, got to build them and test it. Yeah, I'm just I'm struggling today. And I have no excuse as to why I'm feeling tired and doing this. It's not like it's any other different day than it has been before. I just have finished work, have sat down, and my body decided to go, you would want to sleep, don't you? And I don't want to sleep. I want to stream. May just need more coffee. May just be what it is. Yeah, I made another coffee. I started the stream with a coffee. I have drunk that. It was only 20 minutes ago. I made more coffee. Let me plug myself here. We'll let the drones do their thing. I should be right back in just a moment. I'm going to make more coffee. I have returned. Coffee has been successfully acquired. Also, Bob to stop my throat from stop me from coughing a lot, which helps. Right. I'm sure the range of these spots has got shorter. We've got the construction ships involved. I may need more construction ships based on the terraforming I want to be doing. And more storage. A lot more storage, yeah. So, we'll have to see how it goes. Lonnie, hello, good evening. Maximum robots per minute you're aiming for? Not a clue. I did one a second before. Obviously 60 per minute, 1 a second, but not sure what I'm going for this time. This is more of a the build, I think. But I would very much like to have the ability to expand the buildings when I build them. So what I don't want to do is have like the drop-offs on this side and the pickups on that side, because that limits the space in between. I'd much rather have the drop-offs like here on the front and the pickups over here on the front, and the building can be behind. Or maybe here, you know, the drop-offs and pickups are at the same side. So the train line comes through and then it just drop-offs and pickups, and so, and it just runs through, does its thing and comes back again to the front. So yeah. No, it's there is a plan in place. Well, not a plan in place. There's not a plan in place for how many bots I want to do, but it's every factory, which must be a minimum of 500 meters apart, does one thing. So I have one factory making mechanical machine parts. I have one factory making advanced machine parts, and I'd have one factory making steel. They'd all be individual factories, all going around with trains to do everything. So nowhere makes two products. If they have to make something, they import all the goods. The only exception is going to be electronic components, because shipping the wire around for that is ridiculous. So I'm not going to do that. So electronic components, will just import tech them and produce electronic components and export them. So we'll have an electronic component factory, a machine parts factory, an advanced machine part factory, a steel factory, a Techum, a Xeno factory, a hydraulic piston factory, I mean, none of these are all buildings, so yeah, so the robots are robots. So like this one, Xeno machine parts, electronic components. So that's 3 separate factories needed, and then this will be the 4th factory to make the transport bots, and then this one adds steel and advanced machine parts into it. So each one is its own individual thing, all connected by the train network. The problem is, I don't know if the train network is going to be 1, fast enough to deliver the goods, and 2, if we can build a network that can deal with that, because it may.
Thank you for the 8 long months of subscribing, Shadow BP92. Hey HH.
Thank you very, very much for 8 months, Shadow. Thank you indeed. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a good day today. Right. Will be on Friday lights. It's only Monday. It's only Monday. So yeah, so I might fill in this part of the lake. The river technically runs through there. Goes that way. So we could connect that bit to, or this bit here. Or we could build a factory on top of the lake. You work Saturday and Sunday? 13-day work week. Oh, you are mad, sir. You are mad. You are mad. Like to build it up at around 187 max height for fluid tanks. Transport. See, I'm not using the transports. Will literally just be taking bots up to the station. Everything else is all train. There's all training going around. We're not importing stuff. Everything's on the planet. I know they've changed some stuff for the shipping pads. "6 a.m. starts." You are mad. You are just mad. Put in this. Well, as Chris, so much if it doesn't get done, it'll be more later. The problem with that, I will say, Shadow, is that the more you do, the more you'll be expected to do. I'm sure you know this already, but if you keep pushing yourself to achieve these things which are almost impossible, that will become the normal. So you kind of have to go at one point, no, I can't do that. I simply cannot do that much. It's going to have to wait until tomorrow. And if you bring more in, well, it's going to wait till longer. Because I can't do that. Hire more people, do less workload. The only way the company listen. And I know you know that already. I know I'm preaching to the choir for that one. You know that already. If I filled in this lake, or built on top of the lake here so we can pump out the water from under the lake, we could have see that can all be done. That can be pumped underground and brought up. That's not a problem. The train could come in here somewhere. So yeah. Oh yeah, if you're doing it for the money, that's fine. That's fine. But just remember that at the end of the day, It's not the 9 times out of 10 that you succeeded. It's the 1 times out of 10 where you couldn't do it. That's the one they'll remember. That's the one where they're like, well, why couldn't you do it? Well, I did all those. Yeah, but why couldn't you do that one? That's the one that those in charge remember. Yeah. So good. Pizza delivery. 2 sets the paper. Yeah, I mean, I've been delivery driver for many years, and I have done the whole every time. Oh, something's happened. Yeah, I'll go and do it. It's fine. I'll go and sort it out. I'll go and do it, and you know, I'll do this bit of overtime here, or I don't mind working the extra on the Sunday until you get someone into cover. And then 3 or 4 months down the line, when they're recruiting new drivers, and none of them are taking the...
Thank you for the 14 long months of subscribing in Belcorgamate. 14 months with the cutest hedgehog on all of Twitch. Hi Sonic and Tails.
I'm not going to justify that with an answer. Doing all the work and doing extra work on a Sunday, and then like 3 months later they're recruiting loads of new people and none of them are taking the Sunday job, and so you eventually go, well, I'm not doing it anymore. They're like, but we really need somebody because no one's doing it. Well, you've recruited loads of people and haven't filled that slot. I've only been doing it as overtime to help you out, and you haven't. And then lo and behold, the very next person that comes in, oh yeah, they take the Sunday slot. All right, convenient that, isn't it? So yeah, and they only remember when you said no. That's the thing. They only remember when you said no, but until you do that, it becomes the norm. And I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Right, anyway, get ourselves a destination column. Start down here. We can't do anything with it because we've got no power. Yeah, we've got no power. Brimble, hello, good evening. Thank you very much for the 14 months. Trying to look at it through times that come mess around. Yeah, so yeah, but it's only when you get to that point within the whole, you know, that's the thing. So, but I know you know that. I know that you know that. I'm preaching to the choir. I know that. So yeah. Miss working, drunk driver to that way for me. Bored at home to play. Yeah, I as much as I would love to stop work to play video games, I feel it would get a little boring. But I stream, so I've got you're here to chat, so it's not so boring. I'm not just sat here playing myself all day. Come on, brain. Do the thing. Do the thinky thing. Give me a burner generator. Slap that down here somewhere as well, just so we can get some power going. Manage, have some biomass. Okay. Boom. So we want to take in crude oil. Low density, there's oleoite gas, liquid polymer, impure high density, and high density oleoite. Right? They become other stuff later, don't they? So crude oil and steam becomes impure high density. Then high density, impure high density becomes high density oleoite. So they're needed together, and they need steam as well. So I know, I can't. My brain can't brain. My brain. I'm looking at the numbers. And my brain's just not braining. It's not. My brain is not braining. I want the damn it. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for planet. That's what I'm looking for. That's my brain's going. There's a thing. There's a model. I like the Factorio model and the Satisfactory model. There's a thing, and I'm on the Steam Workshop now trying to find that's what it's called, and my brain is failing. There it is. Is it available for? Let's subscribe to it. Subscribe to it. I might have to quit and restart the game. That's okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's available, but yeah, crude oil, pumps, so high density gas. Yeah. Impure that was added in the last update. The impure gas and new gas. That's all to do with rubber. All to do with making rubber. Yeah. Yeah. So a bunch of ships to buy it, and that's it. If I remember rightly, the build that I had previously, where I wanted to make 60 per minute, I needed 44 of the larger ships buying oil. 44 of them buying oil in all the time, just to keep up, because Olimite is not replenishable. I really wish they'd change Olimite to be exactly the same as other ore. Just mine it as a standard ore. So you mine it with standard miners, and then it can have a vein, and then you just input it via these bottom ones here, and this crushes it into ore. So yeah, that was 44 of the larger ship. That was for 60 a minute, 60 robots a minute. So yeah, but I really wish the ore would just you mine this ore like standard stuff, like all the other ores. All the other ore patches. It comes as a gravel, so you can do all the stuff you do with it, the gravel into ore and stuff. You input it into the bottom there, and then this has a recipe that just melts it into crude olimite. So you need an extra set of these to melt it, and then they could add veins of ore, so you can mine the ore like every other standard thing. It would all be exactly the same. So yeah, 256 a minute. You need 415,000 a minute. Yeah. Yeah, Olimite's a little mad. It is a little over the top. I can see why there's I think there's 2 or 3 mods I saw, which basically lets you create Olimite in the distillation tanks in these. It lets you just create Olimite in them. So right. Anyway, right, 3 cups of coffee an hour. Maybe that'll wake me up. Maybe that'll get me going. Ugh. I've not even had a strenuous day. I've not even had. It's not been a particularly heavy day, or anything. I've had. It's been good. This last couple of weeks has been good at work. No problem at all.
7
I'm
months.
definitely over whatever I was
Thanks
ill with.
for the
I was absolutely
support,
fine with
Shadow92.
so I'm not ill anymore, I don't think. But I've just come home from work and I've sat down and I watched a video on the Valve control, the Steam controller, and I dozed off during it. And now I'm really tired. Yeah. So yeah. What we're trying to calculate, I don't even know. That's the problem. My brain is not braining, so I don't know what I'm doing. All the oil. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out all the oil. Basically, I want to. Pipes. Right. A pipe. So a pipe has a maximum throughput of 3,600 litres per minute. So let's assume we had one pipe, just one small pipe, coming in. How many columns would I need to break that down evenly between the olimite, low density, refined, polymer, and then high density? We'll need. That's 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. That's 1,000 because they just wanted to be awkward with that one, I guess. Yeah. Get from work, put on some more video and try not to dose off. I haven't, as I said, I haven't been tired particularly. And yeah, today's just the whole brain go no. So I don't know. So 3,000, 4,500, 5,500 per minute. Okay, so 5,500 per minute is each one, and then that obviously does 36,000. 36,000 divided by 5,500 means I get 6.5 distillation columns. 7.2k. 7.2k of what? Ooh. Huh? Yeah, how many columns can I build for one pipe? Sorry, that's yeah. So 6.5 on one pipe. So if I build it to 6, so 6 distillation columns of each type, that's on one pipe. So six of each type. So yeah, the throughput of the modular pipes isn't any use though, because you've then got to convert it down, and it adds complexity to convert it down to this size here. So I'd much rather have a large tank there and then the one conversion down to a small pipe. That pipe come along, feed 6 of these towers 2, 3, 4 times, and then the final one goes into another tower. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'd have 6, 12, 18, 24 towers. I like that. And then we'd have space. So say we had the trains dropping off here and picking up here. We'd build that there, and then if we want to build another one, we can build another one behind it and have a separate train system dropping off. So everything's delivered with trains. But I need to find a way to have, as I said, the space to do it. So so now I know what the maximum throughput is for that. I could technically have the trains drop off this side and pick up this side, or vice versa. They could drop off this side and pick up that side. All the columns go in between, and then at the pickup point we'd have 5 trains. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd have 4 trains. Low density, gas, polymer, and high density. So we'd have to have like one station dropping off, or two stations dropping off, or whatever, and then 4 stations picking up. And then if we need to expand this to go faster, I can build whatever we built in the middle here module next to it, build another one here with the same thing. Trains drop off, trains pick up. So that's the idea. So the trains would come in, they'd be parking here, then they'd go here and they'd drop off, filling a big tank. That tank would feed all the things in here. That would split off into 4 big tanks. And then we'd have 4 stations next to it. So then the trains would come in here. They'd be parking here. There'd be lots of parking for different trains. That's going to be a massive parking area here to do that. So then if we expand it, we'll just put them down into the same tanks. So we don't increase the pickups necessarily, but we can increase the drop-offs. But the pickups will then just have faster throughput, because the actual output is going to be much slower, isn't it? So the output for this, well, that's the same. That's 1500 output. That's 1350. That's 1125. That's only going to be 400. Okay. Okay. So that's the plan. That's the plan, right? That's the plan. So the trains will be left and right. Drop off one side, pick up the other, and then it expands northwards as we go. The water gets picked up from here and fed through, because water is required for this one. Metal storage with 6 module tanks. I think my main one, I think I had 6 as well, but that's because I had multiple ships. I was using, not going from the space station down, I was using the actual cargo ships, and I needed them because I just needed them to drop off. They was all connected together, but I needed multiple drop-offs that could load all at the same time, because the cargo ships are slow. Oh. Right, okay. So let's figure out where the trains are going to be. It's going to be a track sort of, so at the center point, that's where our research is going to be. There's going to be a big circle around that with a train, and then the train tracks will come off north, south, east, west. So there'll be a train line going down here somewhere. We can T-junction off of this, like here, come on this way, go on top of these. I'll have little segments come off picking up the ore in places, because we set the ore patches to be few and far between but very rich, so it's worth mining just the ore places, and then maybe have some satellite factories and move them, miners at a train station. So we run the train line in there. I'm just seeing where the larger lines are, basically. It's a good place to just kind of pick where the trains are going to go. So right here. What is that number right there for that train? So here. So that's 0. So how big is this? I can't remember what the numbers are between the two. We are 0, 1, 2, 3. Are we? So we're plus 3. So is it 128? 384. Yeah. So 384, where we are right now, where a train would come in. So if I grab a train line, what should happen, if this lines up correctly with the grid, rotate that around, is I put one there and I put one there, and then 384 and 383 are the train tracks. 384, 383, yep. Okay, and that means this one is that side of the line, and this one is that side of the line. So that's it. So it's always multiples of 128. So if I want the main track to come down and then go along here, and we do it above now, so I'm moving the smelters from down here to up one. It doesn't matter where the smelters go, they can sit on top of this lake here if they wanted to. Doesn't make any difference to them whatsoever. The Techum just gets imported, and the line could come along here and have an offshoot going down to here, and we could still put the blast furnaces for Techum down here, which I think I will do. I don't want to move the Techum too far because of other stuff planned. Not there is. This is the only other plan we have. So that means if I go down here, doop, 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 10,024 would be here. So I'm not sure what height I want the track at. Easy Games, hello, good evening. Hope you're having a good day today. The train track will come through here, and I want to keep the train tracks roughly on top of the terrain. That's where the line's going to come down there, but I can't run that way because it won't let me. So if I do one more there, one more there, nope, there we go. Oop. Okay. Although that is wrong. That should be here. The track will go across there. But this is the left track. Once it hits the left side, that one's come back by one more. Nope. Let's go one further than that. That one there. Jump like that. This one forward by one, then come that way and do that. Okay, there's our T-junction. It doesn't actually give us a lot of space for trains to stop. We're going to be driving on the right because that's the way the signals work in this game. You just want to put them in the center, which makes life a little bit more complicated. I don't really want to do that. So we're driving on the right. So that means awkwardly, that's the input track. And I'm also too high. So okie dokie, have fun. Yeah, we're too high. That's okay. It doesn't matter if we're too high. It's not a problem. So yeah, this is where we're going to come in. Okay. It is a problem if it's too high. It is a problem, but it's fine because this isn't going to work anyway. Because signals here. So the signals do that and that. So the signals are on the right side. So that you would turn in this way here. That's not what I want, because then you're going to end up at the train station. There's no parking. So I want the actual input to be over there. Comes in. The trains will park up over there somewhere. Then go and drop off the oil as and when they can. And I would like to come down one lower than this. Kind of clear out space over there as well. So let's do that. Let's just use the trains to do this because it's so much easier. Okay, we can pick the tracks up afterwards. Let's go out to here. And train tracks just destroy terrain. They just instant destroy terrain. So you can do this sort of thing and just get rid of the terrain that's in the way and then pick the tracks up later. Not worry about it too much. Let's just do that. Okay, and then I can just come down here and oop. Oop, there we go, look at that. So much easier. Okay. So let's assume I do want to have the track on here. Okay, we want to have a train station and a loading station, probably two of them, because all trains are going to be too long. That's the plan. I'm giving myself another action bar. Gameplay 3. Apply. Boom, there you go. Page up, page up. So action bar 3 is going to be for trains, signals, station, loading station. Train engines we'll figure out later. That's fine. So yeah, a new save. I don't know when you last watched, so I'm not sure. This is the same save as what I was playing back in February. I've just updated to the experimental. Yeah. Right. So there you go. Right. So let's put the train station here. Let's put the train platforms, and I want to have this is going to be a gases and liquids, boom and boom, like that. Now you can unload from both sides if you want to unload even quicker, but then you've got to figure out piping stuff around. And it is kind of annoying. I do agree with whomever it was left a comment on the last live stream that even though this has got input and output on it, but you can only set the station to load or unload. You can't do both. So realistically, this should change the inputs and outputs. There should be 4 outputs now, and then if I push that button, there should be 4 inputs. but there isn't. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, we can put stations on that, or unload stations on this side as well, and unload the trains even faster, which we might want to do. Oop. So they want to be unload. No, full on the tracks. Unload. Okay. And the awkward thing is, the unload's on this side here, but it's on that side there. Come on. So if I pipe out of here, it pipes out, goes over the train track, but goes to that side, which is just, it's inconvenient. Really, they should switch between inputs and outputs. They should do the same as what the what was the, I can't remember what one it was, but there was the one where depending on which way you put the conveyor belt depends on whether it's an input or an output. But it should be like that. So, but hey ho, they're not, so we can't do that. So we will probably have the pipe go underground there and go along. And then we will put in a mega tank I think here somewhere. I don't have any boom blocks left, do I? No. Yeah. Need to get some more building blocks. Then you will unload the Olumite. Need Xeno plate to that. Right. Let's add those to the research queue. And we'll let the palm jack efficiency go, actually. Let's come down. Oh, come down here. We will start filling on Xeno plates automatically. It's fine. What I need to do is also sort out a power plant. I need to look at this Xeno power plant. I don't know how any of this works. Inputs: reactive briquette, ignium enriched water. I've only just unlocked it, so I have no clue. Wants reactive briquette, ignium enriched water, and outputs 43,200 reactor fluid. Takes 43,200 reactor fluid and outputs 180,000 energized reactor compound. A steam generator takes energized reactor compound and water, creates high pressure steam and depleted reactor compound. Bong. 3,600 high power steam, exhaust steam, high pressure steam and exhaust steam, and then takes exhaust steam. Okay, so that's an entire power plant setup, which, yes, I would like to do that. I would definitely like to do that. Because generates 36 megawatts of power. This creates 360,000 and this takes 36. So one of these runs 10 of them. And that would need a large pipe. Okay. I would like to build those. I would very much like to build those, actually. And build that somewhere and get it going. However, we need to start off with, I don't have to make indium-rich water. I don't have to do that. What is reactive briquette? What is that? Tech construction material. Xeno crystal sludge. Reactive briquette requires Xeno crystal sludge. (32 reactive briquette, 5% Xeno crystal and 1% charged Xeno crystal. In a casting machine. Okay. This takes Xeno crystal, charged Xeno crystals, and alumic acid. Cannot be crafted by hand. Oh, why not? I'm confused though, because that says product distillation column. I didn't see that in the distillation column. I didn't see that recipe. Okay, that takes the sludge, so that produces 6,000 per minute. That takes 3,000 per minute, so we need 2 casting machines to make the briquette, and that can output different things. So we get 256 of them per minute. And then how many does this want? 1,280. Oh. Did I just ignore that last time? Was I completely ignoring that? Yes, I was. I'm tired. I'm clearly tired. Right. So charged Xeno crystals. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We are charging Xeno crystals over here. I could make that here temporarily. You're disabled for the minute. Medium rich water, which we have here. Is that right? Yep, not enough of it. But where do we get medium rich water from? Is that just water and medium? That is just water and medium. That's easy. Medium powder. Okay. I feel like I need more. Oh, come on. I feel like I need more numbers here. More numbers. I need to look at more numbers. This is not good for a tired brain. 25,920 ignium enriched water. This produces 6480. 64880. 2, 3, 4. Oh. Just closed entirely the wrong window. There we go. So 25920. So we need 4 of these chemical processors. We need 4 chemical processors making ignium rich water. 6,480 water. That's the same. That's the same. So a pipe can deal with that. That's not a problem. Okay, let me notepad, boom. Today online higher than yesterday? Oh, you mean viewers? Yes, yeah. I think Foundry's a bit more. Factory games are more what I do. To be honest with you, so people that watch my channel probably are more interested in the factory games than me playing with Little Witch in the Woods. But I very much enjoyed Little Witch in the Woods, so and it's done now, so that's fine. But now we are doing numbers, and I'm tired and my brain is not working properly. But either way, I hope you've been having a good day today, Go to Up. I hope everything has been good for you. These are chemical processors, right? Chemical processors. Making ignium rich waters, which goes to one of these guys, but that's not enough. That makes 43,200 reactor fluid. That makes 180,000. No, it is enough, isn't it? Yeah, so it's 1, 1, 1, and then 10, and then 1. Then we have to deal with the depleted reactor compound. I'm not sure what you do with. Hang on, that said adjacency bonus. No. Okay, and that will give us 360 megawatts of power. Come here. Oop. So that does the sludge. Okay, right. Yeah. I think you're right. I think there was a. So there's this. That's reactor briquette to reactor fluid. I don't see anything about depleted reactor. Froggy. Depleted reactor compound. No, I don't know. That does the exhaust steam. It's a bit weird that you would dump the exhaust steam because it's high pressure. And then when it comes out, it shouldn't be exhaust steam. It should be depleted reactor water, really. Depleted reactor compound. I don't even see that in my list here of stuff. Nope. So the only ones that have reactor are these two. So I don't know what depleted reactor compound does. Unless it's something that we can't see until we actually physically get, and then it unlocks it, which is annoying, but I feel like has happened before with something. Hang on, let's look at the energizer. It's crystal refiner. It's not what I want. I wonder if you could. I suppose you could just dump it into the scrap recycler and get rid of it that way. Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. It would make sense. Also, this has changed. The liquid intake has changed. That's a liquid intake, and then liquid intake pipeline. So you can actually intake onto a massive pipeline now. But I don't see the depleted reactor stuff in the list anywhere. So I don't know. So, right, so one of those needs 1,280 reactive briquettes, right? So 4 chemical processes making the enriched. Right, go back to start here. So, bomb. Okay. So 4 of these making the enriched ignium water. Look, you make 6,000 Xeno crystal sludge, right? We need 1,280. You make 128. So we need 10 casting machines. I don't know why I did that in calculator. I just put a 0 on the end. What? Anyway, you need 10 oh god dang it. 10 casting machines making the reactive briquette. That's kind of what this mass casting machine is for, isn't it? Yeah. There's a heavy caster which does something different. I've not built that yet. The heavy caster does something different. I don't know whether that's 10 or actually hold on, it should be able to tell me. It says casting machine. Hold on. Oh, hold on. No, you only get the recipe in the heavy caster is only for xenoplates and Tekken rods. But you see there, instead of a casting machine doing 120 to 40, it does 3,840 to 1,280. So it's like 20 times faster or something ridiculous. We still can't smelt steel. So the heavy caster is only for the blast furnace. Right, okay. So the heavy, right, so yeah, so we need 10 casting machines. Okay. casting machines making reactive briquettes, right? And then we need to deal with the Xeno crystals and the charged Xeno crystal. Right. So then we want to go. I'm going the wrong order. I need to go this one. This takes xenocrystal and charged xenocrystals and alumic acid to make the sludge. And then you turn the sludge into that. So we need, if it's 3,000 to make 128 and we need 10 of them, we're going to need 5 of these. So 5 distillation columns, which are going to make xenocrystal sludge. Ten cast machine make the reactive briquette, and then we're going to have one reactor fuel mix, which takes in all the briquettes we made and enriched uranium, enriched water, which is what we have the chemical process for. So that's actually a step later. What is that? Reactor fuel mixer. Makes reactor fuel mix. Okay, it's one of those. Right, but before that, I need to figure out what I need. So this needs 24 and 24 to make what we want to make. So I need to wow. Now we need 5 of these, don't we? So 24 times 5 is 120. These make 20 at a time. So we need right at the start of the process, we need 6 crystal chargers. Crystal is spelled with a Y, not a U. Making crystals plus uncharged crystals, which will go into making the crystal sludge. So I need 100. So I need 240 xeno crystals coming out. That also needs alumic acid as well doing that, which is kind of annoying because that's a thing I haven't got built yet. I might have to build this initially somewhere and have stuff just made on site, and then we'll switch over to import it later as we make the stuff elsewhere. So I'm tempted to pick a direction. That's the landing site. What if we went over this way? We need to import the acid. That's fine. That can just be a pipe from here over to there. That's fine. Oh, what I do need to do is that's a geothermal vent. Not too fussed about those. Crystals. We need to mine the crystals, don't we? That's at 2 meters. That's right. Alien scrap. Crystal. Alien scrap, geothermal vent. I might know mining that crystal already. Huh, hang on. Let's go and have a look at that. Yeah, the I'm doing this to do the trains, to do the thing, and what I'm going to do is build a power plant and then run a power line parallel to the trains. So the train line will go along and there'll be a power line next to it, the big power lines. So we'll have one central place producing power, high voltage power, and then everywhere else will just convert down to it. So that's the idea. So, but what I'm looking at is where do I want to build the power plant? This is where the at 00 where the landing space is. This is where our research is going to go. This is the research center. Not that I need to, because the research is done. So maybe this should be the power plant, but I don't want to shut down the initial factory because that would be stupid. Because then I'm not making stuff. So maybe the power plant should just go like here somewhere, just south of it, and then we'll change this into the power plant system, because I've got all this down here that I built, like these here. Don't need them. We don't actually need these. These are ignium deliveries. We actually need this down here. So I could put the power plant right smack bang here, just south of this, with the plan to maybe have more than one power plant, because we might need more than one. But I want to go down and have a look at this crystal node. I want to see how much it produces. We need 240 crystals. I just don't know where the way down is. I can't remember. It's been so long since I played this. Here's the way down, right? Yeah. Oh, that's doing weird things to my brain. And then it's south of here. And there's the crystal conveyor belt. Oh yeah, we've built a big, giant floating conveyor belt. Forgot about that. Oh dear, sorry I keep bashing the mic. I'm not. Oh, oh dear. I need 240. Xeno power cores can be used to increase the mining output per minute. Each power core increases mining speed by 100. What? How do I add what's a power core? What's that? What's a power core? Hold on. Xeno power cores can be used to increase the mining output per minute. What the hell's a Xeno power core? To gather them above the... Oh, is that a new thing? But what I mean is, I have no more research left. I've researched everything. Everything's done. So I would assume that I can make them by now. Let me go back up. We've got some stuff upstairs. It might be that one there, yeah. Is it in the Xenotech stuff? Oh, yeah. Of course, there's a second research tier, isn't there? Oh, I forgot all about that. Oh, I forgot about that. Let's have a look in the that one. Oh, that's done. I'm going over here. That is doing weird things to my eyes as I'm doing that. Oh. That's what I get for playing this game back in February and then forgetting and playing a game now. So, what have we got going on here? So I've done all that. Oh, construction drone radius. Ah. Construction drone. That wasn't there before. I've finished all this research. Oh, and it's inside a Xeno power core. Ah. I guess I've never found one. They knew. Right, okay. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. I think in here we have... I've got 200, 104. Let's turn this back on again. Clicky click, off you go. You do the thing. Oop. There we go. Yeah, but I can't scan for the Xeno power cores because I haven't got it unlocked yet. So I need to unlock this one, which is 500 charge crystals. Oh, look at that. The cartridge there. Nice. Right, so I've unlocked that one. That's standard crystals. I might as well grab some crystals and unlock that one as well. That explains why I thought the drones were shorter range. I was saying that earlier on. I thought the drones seem much shorter range of doing stuff, so let's do that. Thank you. Unlock that one. Can't do that one because that one needs a Xeno power core damaged, which I honestly thought I had more damage up, but I might have converted them all up. I might have done that. So let's go hunting for some damaged Xeno power core, shall we? We need one and loads of scrap. So can I do that? Apparently I can do that. Nice. I have enough for that. Awesome. Bing. There we go. Cool. Okay. Power core is 110 below me. What? Aha. Oink. I would have thought they'd have been inside machines. Right. I want to find a damaged core. Just fly this way for a bit. I know they're more on the surface than anywhere else, aren't they? Wow. I would have thought I'd have found something by now. Ah, there we go. So they're trapped. I'm going to go over here because last time we did this, I mined up underneath one and destroyed it as I was mining. Aha! Cave! Whoa! There's the weird spider bot. Need 25 scrap, don't I, for the thing? Need 2, 3, 25. There we go. Okay. Problem is, I'm not going to find the hole back down again because let's go down that way. Let's go through the cave a little bit. Oh, dead end. Okay. Well. Go down. It's safe for going down. I'm at Minecraft, so that's where I'm mining straight down. Another node there. Oh. Doodle-doo-doo. Trick the node. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you don't see them on the map, do you? Although, no, you don't actually see them on the map, do you, at all? Resource discovered. Yay. Yeah, finding the nodes. Once you've researched to that point, you should be able to. But okay, let's go over here. I am going to have to stop in a moment. I'm far more tired than I thought I was. Insert Xeno power core. Yay! How many power cores can you put into a single thing? Tools. Previous information we have previously gathered. We're now able to make our own Xeno power cores. Nice. More drones, 5x5 scanning, graphing speed, resupply spots 5, throughput, and drone scanning range. Nice. Okay, so we can do that one now. Right, so yeah, so we make our own tools, make our own power cores, which requires probably super alloy and rubber and everything else. So, okay, right. How many cores can you put in? Power core effective strength 100%. Oh, do they drain down? Right. Okay. Let's go and put that power core in the miner, which would up it to 20. Yeah, do they work like batteries? Do they drain down over time? Put 5 cores in there. So I can make it up to 50. I need 240. I need 5 of these guys. And if the power cores do indeed drain down over time, and you got to replace them, it's a bit annoying. Doable. Just a bit annoying. Okay. There's no manual input for the core, so you can't automate that. Yet, at least anyway. So, or does they? I don't know. We'll figure it out when I get to it. When I get to building it, we'll figure it out. Maybe they drain down. Maybe we make our own ones. Maybe they can be charged up again. I don't even know. All I know right now is that I am tired and I am going to go to bed instead of continuing streaming because I'm not achieving anything anyway. Nothing is being done. I'm running around doing, yeah. So, yeah. There's no automatic input I could see on it. So no. But that's if they drain down. I don't know if they... do they work like batteries? Is that what they are? The power cores batteries that drain down? If they last a long time, it's not so bad. Because you can always have them, you know, you can have them filling up massive storages. And then you come out every so often and recharge them. I think they're permanent. Okay. Okay, it's just weird that they got like that one. A percentage. It says 100%. What is that? It seems weird that they would have a percentage, like a battery percent, but then not be depleted. I don't know. It seems odd. It seems odd, but I don't know. But anyway, yeah, the one we had there, just it says 100% on the actual, when you master the power cord, the indicator says 100%. So, neon lights, yay! Just what everyone needs. All these new robots done as well. Okay, yeah, that's the boost. Yeah, okay. So does that mean you can get more powerful ones later? Maybe. That'd be cool. So, but we can overclock them to 50. So I need to get 5 of them, and have 5 of them all connected up to go to the power station to produce enough to run a single one. That's just 5 of them. To run the power station. The problem with that sort of setup, with this power station, let me land that here. With this sort of power station, is that the steam turbines, remember right, the steam turbines don't throttle, do they? They don't lower their output. Or did they? I can't remember. Was it the steam turbines that can they? I can't remember. We'll figure out. Yeah. I know the other ones do. I know the biogenerators and things. I know they throttle their output, but I couldn't remember whether the steam turbines do. It was basically the input of steam. Yeah. So if you input all the steam to them, they just run at full speed, don't they? But I don't remember. That's the problem. I don't remember whether they do or not. Because if you'd have to build this assuming everything's running at 100% power all the time. I suppose you could always control it and throttle it down depending on battery level. You could have loads of batteries and have the system charge the batteries. But as much as I'd like to build that now, I am far too tired. I'm yawning a lot. I'm sleepy. I'm making mistakes. My brain is not working. I'm just going to stop right now. And we will come back and play again. I don't know if I'm going to play tomorrow or not. I don't really. It gets released tomorrow, but I don't know. It depends on World of Warcraft, doing this World of Warcrafty things. If it's down, I will try and stream this earlier and do that. If WoW is up and working, which it wasn't last week, then we'll play that instead, and we'll come back to this on possibly Wednesday, because I don't want to play more of it. Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, it gets released tomorrow. So I said I only jumped over onto the experimental branch yesterday, day before. Yeah, technically it's today here. But yeah, so the update will drop. They normally drop about 4 p.m, don't they? So I will be out and about. So, but yeah. Okay, so we're going to leave this here, and we're going to come back later and carry on from there. As I said, I'm the last couple of days of streams have been last week or so of streams, Zoom, have been hit and miss and left and right and all over the place because I was not well for a while, and I feel better now, but clearly I'm not better because I'm still absolutely exhausted. So yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Oh, what was that? So yeah. Okay, so we shall leave this here. We shall come back next time. As I said, tomorrow might be WoW, might be this. I don't know. We will see. Keep your ears peeled, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Sleep. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I do hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering